Mercy Chinwo don't come outside come talk about the alleged mistreatment wey her boss give her. Okay, welcome back my lovely country people. Today I dey talk about today na about Mercy Chinwo and her manager Eezeetee. Una know say Mercy Chinwo and her manager don dey drive some gbas on top social media. Dey do some gbas on top social media. But now Mercy Chinwo don come outside come give full details about wetin happen for when she dey under this management and why she say she go comot under the management, because she come dey be like say people no really understand wetin dey happen. So she come write a whole 7 to 8 pages tori wey happen between she and Eezeetee, which be her former manager wey she carry go court. But today I go read everything for una so una go fit get better understanding. So the first page she write, she say Mercy Chinwo and Mr. Ezekiel, thank God, Eezeetee setting the record straight. We are solicitors to Minister Mercy Chinwo, here in there referred to as Minister Mercy. It is with deep concern that we address the recent controversies surrounding Minister Mercy's relationship with Mr. Ezekiel, thank God, Eezeetee, a former manager. While we would have preferred to maintain silence on this matter, the severity of the falsehood being circulated compels to clarify the facts and set the record straight. General note: contrary to the sensational narrative, Minister Mercy did not initiate any court action case against Mr. Ezekiel, thank God, Eezeetee. Regarding her music catalogue, at no point as she claimed that a 50-50 revenue split from her DSP earning is unfair. The issues with Mr. Eezeetee are in fact grave matters that have posed significant threat to her life and cannot be easily exhausted, but she has preferred to remain silent. What were the real issues? Background: Minister Mercy's journey with Eezeetee began humbly during her days as Eezeetee's backup singer in Port Harcourt. Over time, their work relationship flourished, with Eezeetee assuming a local parenting role, advising and mentoring her. Their relationship was not born out of contract, but beyond. She honors him like a father. He commenced managing her early in 2017, introduced her to his pastor, Pastor Temple Odoko, and later specifically advised that they sign a management contract on her birthday to remarkably announce their work. He brought the contract and it was happily executed on September 5, 2017 in Port Harcourt. Note, date and place. Work relation. The work relation was super cordial. Minister Mercy SS Love project was recorded in 2017 and it was a major success. Other projects follow. Eezeetee put in the work and passion. He talked big on his vision for gospel music in Nigeria and she strongly brought it into it. Relocation to Lagos. The grace of God was evident and need to relocate to Lagos became crucial in 2018. He established the structure and they worked with unity and a common vision. Everyone was committed to the organization vision and she was instrumentally in ensuring that more gospel ministers, starting with Judy K, joined the organization in early 2019. The turning point: towards the middle of the end of 2018-19, commencing the third year of working with Eezeetee, things began to change gradually. They had discussions, as usual, about the organization and their plan. He expressed his intention for her to extend a 5-year contract to 12 years. However, she declined, stating that she had got other plans. Afterwards, she noticed that at any given opportunity to address any issue, Eezeetee would be hostile and make reference to the contract. He started talking tough and repeatedly about the contract, which was not in the norm. It was at this point she realized that she needed to have a copy of the contract. As the situation got worse in 2020, she demanded for a copy of the contract. By the way, a copy of the contract was only given at the end of the contract time on the 23rd of November 2022. By the 4th year, the relationship had become extremely toxic as Minister Mercy started to endure untold verbal and emotional assault that literally affected her person. Eezeetee would threaten her with statements like, "I will deal with you, I will mess you up, I made you whom you are, I can shut you up and nobody will hear you again, I will destroy your career," including using the F word. Sadly, on different occasions, extremely hostile, antagonistic and abusive. Eezeetee continued to intimidate her, isolating and bullying her, misleading people, inviting her for the event about her availability. When she gets invitation to minister at events, the management will respond to the invitees that she was not available or that she was sick in some cases. The management would demand an outrageous fee for her to attend programs in order to frustrate the invitation. One of such heartbreaking incidents involved a church program that had been concluded for her to attend in October 2021, hosted by a father of faith in Edo State, Reverend Felix Omobode. Eezeetee suddenly told the host that Minister Mercy could not attend because she had a terminal health problem. She got wind of it and fought back. It became chaos. Why she threatened it was over and done with the organization. She was threatened with the contract, but she insisted she would go and the minister against the management's wish. There were intervention after much pressure. He claimed the organizer did not make flight arrangement. She said she would attend by any means. He eventually booked the flight. To her surprise, her host came along with a medical team to the airport to receive her, believing she was unwell and may need support. Meanwhile, Minister Mercy also discovered that her ticket and that of Eezeetee had been long booked by the host. Reconciliation. Though broken, she made efforts of reconciliation. She prayed and had discussion with her spiritual mentor. She decided to make a deliberate effort to restore the good working relationship. She was led to sow a seed to him. She bought a brand new SUV for him as a seed. She made efforts and they tried to achieve a genuine reconciliation. They reconciled, but he was more particular about posting the car on social media to appreciate her. She declined and things got worse. The situation worsened as there was no longer trust. She lived in tears. She had to narrate her experience to Minister Chioma Jesus, which intervention led to the management returning her call lines to her in December 2021 to manage her program scheduling herself. Without removing her cost of logistics for travels and remuneration for her team members, which she must pay, she remitted an absolute total of 50% of any gifts or honorarium with date and evidence or to Eezeetee. If she delayed, he would certainly send a mail. Case of forgery. After her contract had expired on 5th of September 2022, Minister Mercy had directed to get a copy of the contract to my pastor, Temple Odoko, who has now become their mutual father, and she got a copy November 2022. Shockingly, it turned out that the contract that was signed in 2017 has been replaced with another contract made in 2019. A new contract made in 2019 was altered to seem as if it was the document signed in 2017. Clearly, on the face of the contract at the front page, the 2019 was altered to 2017. By turning the 9 to 7 with a pen, however, the commencement page was carelessly reading 2019. Eezeetee is challenged in one word to release the first 3 pages and the execution page of the contract in public. The contract till date has no original, just the photocopy. Due diligence revealed that after signing the original contract in 2017, 2 years later, when they had relocated to Lagos, Eezeetee secured the service of a prominent and respected law firm in Lagos, Udo Udoma and Bello Osiagi, to prepare a new contract in 2019. The contract was used to substitute the 2017 original contract. The contract was prepared and sent to him via email in 2019 by Udo Udoma and Bello Osiagi. He altered the front page of the contract to read 2017 and claimed it was the contract signed. Meanwhile, the commencement date was carelessly left as 2019 on the document. He refused to release the original contract signed in 2017 but the new one 2019. At an investigation meeting, our managing partners, Pelumi Olajugbesi, respectfully asked Mr. Mana Ajakwavi, partner at Udo Udoma and Bello Osiagi, to speak to the integrity of the contract. The partner confirmed that while they drafted the contract in 2019, it was never signed in their presence as Eezeetee claimed. He added that the firm only sent it via email and was not aware of the 2017 altercation on the contract. This exposed the fact that it was not the same contract signed 2017 in Port Harcourt. It is important to retract that while the 2017 contract was just about 5 pages, the 2019 contract that was introduced by Eezeetee to replace The old contract was 25 pages, allocating lifetime ownership of all music works to Eezeetee and couched in a manner intended to perpetually have Minister Mercy in servitude. Other issues: Eezeetee in the continued onerous act doctored reports received from Sifiomic, African and YouTube by not declaring the correct revenue split to be paid out to Minister Mercy. He brought documents in the mid-year of the contract that she needs to sign to help recover her revenue from publishing as songwriter, yet he forcefully listed himself as the writer of all her songs to receive revenues as both writer and producer. He refused to remit her a penny from the publishing revenue for the past 7 years, from inception till date, and Minister Mercy didn't make it an issue. He did not remit his choice 50% of the digital streams earning from 2022 to 2024, a complete 2 years. Eezeetee claimed he has paid her over $600,000. That couldn't have been the reason for the issue. Minister Mercy recorded and released almost 40 songs with him. Whatever he has remitted to her is from the 50% ratio, and she has never complained about the percentage. After the contract, Minister Mercy made significant effort to record an additional album. Before the expiration of her contract, she had clear instruction on the songs, wrote them down, and sent a list to Eezeetee, requesting a recording schedule. However, his response was dismissive, with one reply stating, "Now you dey teach me work now," another time indicating he was too busy at the time. After the original contract, which was spanned from 2018 to 2022, had expired, Eezeetee insisted that the contract be extended. He justified this by citing the fact that a third album has not been recorded, referencing a questionable contract clause from 2019. Apostle Ansent Barak intervention. Apostle Anislem attempted to help resolve the matter on several occasions. We were advised to forgive and forget, and we happily did. Eezeetee was told to remit Minister Mercy due, and everyone agreed on an independent audit. A neutral auditor was appointed. The audit was about to start when Eezeetee pulled out and refused to compile further on the excuse that his lawyer was not at the meeting where the audit was agreed upon. The auditor had to resign for lack of cooperation. Having seen the volume of revenue coming, he had to manipulate a new contract. Forgery and diversion investigation. At the EFCC investigation panel in 2024, with all parties present and their lawyers, it was established that the sum of 274,000 USD had been unlawfully retained and diverted by Eezeetee from digital platform revenue reviewed as at then. Eezeetee claimed Minister Mercy had asked him to help keep part of the revenue to avoid mismanagement, and that he was holding the remaining to ensure reconciliation before releasing the payment. He stated there was no intention to steal. It was understood the money has been recovered peacefully. Eezeetee now admitted at the EFCC office for very first time that there were two contracts, the original signed in 2017 and another introduced 2 years after the actual contract has been signed. He, however, appealed that the matter be settled amicably in peace. He started crying and preached peace. Minister Mercy broke down emotionally, also in tears. There was forgiveness and reconciliation. The legal practitioner representing Mr. Eezeetee, Dapo Akinyosun-san, senior partner at Salmon Copper Partners, admonished that parties should settle as Christian family. Eezeetee apologized in tears to Minister Mercy, and reconciliation was encouraged. Parties settled, and the Learned Silk encouraged that a settlement agreement be prepared and signed afterwards. A draft agreement was prepared and sent to us by the Learned Silk representing Eezeetee, outlining terms aimed at amicably resolving the matter. After reviewing the draft, we provided our input to address certain terms and awaited the signing of the final settlement agreement. However, upon following up with the Learned Silk, the last response remained that we should wait court case. Just as we were waiting for Eezeetee to finalize the settlement peacefully by signing, we were told that Eezeetee had engaged a new lawyer and has now taken the matter to court. Eezeetee was the one who filed the court case against Mercy Chinwo and Eezeetee separately in suit reference the number dey there. The same Eezeetee pushed the false report of Mr. Mercy taking him to court for a catalog to mislead the public to draw sentiment for pity to him. He filed another suit in court against the EFCC for investigating the allegations. We later heard that he has been charged for fraud by EFCC, a warrant of arrest issued for him to be compelled to appear before the court. Final statement: Minister Mercy firmly believes that the Lord has settled her and wiped away her tears, reaffirming her position that these issues are not beyond resolution. However, Eezeetee should tell the world, as he has been doing, what happened to the 2017 contract he signed in Port Harcourt. What is the reason behind the introduction of a new Lagos-based contract in 2019? Why was the document forged? Why has he refused to inform the public about the true state of the two contracts? Minister Mercy deeply appreciates your prayer, love, and continued support during this time. So now waiting. Mercy Chinwo got to talk about Mr. Eezeetee matter be that. Wetin una really think, my country people? Make una drop una comment for comment section, make we rub mind together. Una thanks for watching. Una bye.